Hello, how are you? Good afternoon. This is Alvaro with Super Luxury Group, and today we're gonna have another SLG meetup. It's gonna be with Achilleas. He's the co-founder of VILLABEAT, which they specialize in luxury villas in Greece. Achilleas, my friend, how are you?
Hello, Alvaro. It's very nice to be with you today.
Thank you for joining us. I wanted to make a quick introduction about who you are and about the company. You know, you specialize on luxury villa rentals in Greece, and you are one of the co-founders. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got there?
I studied hospitality management. We have VILLABEAT from 2013. It's a tourism company regulated by the Greek National Tourism Organization. And it specializes in luxury villa rental in Greece. We operate in various islands in Mykonos, Santorini, Paros, Antiparos, Corfu, Sifnos, Portoheli. And of course, we have on-site concierge teams for the service of our guests. At the moment, we have a portfolio of around 600 luxury villas.
Wow.
Yeah, and we go on.
That's beautiful. Yes, I mean, we've known each other already for a bit, and the journey has been beautiful. I mean, you definitely keep growing every year, and the services that you provide are amazing. So I love that you guys offer different type of services, not just the villa. But let me ask you something, because a lot of people with what's going on, they are now shifting a little bit the mentality from staying at hotel to now staying at a villa. So can you explain if that's becoming a new trend?
Yes, we actually saw the shift the last years, and especially this year. This trend seems to go on more and more because of the COVID also. But if we see the tourism industry throughout the last years, we can see that first of all we had the big luxury resorts of 1,000 rooms or something. Then we saw a shift at the boutique hotels, and the last years we saw people going to the villas, to the villa rental. And this is why, because people want privacy. Vacation is something really, really important for all of us. And, families want to gather together, friends want to be all together. So they prefer to be on a villa, to book a villa. Because actually we turn it to a hotel. I mean, we combine all the hotel services at the villa.
Right.
So this is
the beautiful thing about it.
Yeah,
the concept is very nice, and it seems like what you just mentioned. When you are gathering yourself with a group of people, you want to have it in a more private, fashion way, and still maintain the services that you will be receiving at a hotel. So I mean, that's why you don't consider yourself just a villa rental company, but you consider yourself a hospitality or luxury hospitality company.
Of course. The whole point is the experience that you create. It's not the villa. And you will see that even the hotel chains started to go there, to the villa rental. They started having their own websites, portfolio. Exactly. It seems that it's a trend that came to stay.
I love it, and we've been working together in the past, and we definitely see that it's a way of keeping the lifestyle consistent. From somebody being at their own home to then traveling and being still at a home and maintaining that quality of lifestyle. So that's very good. Now, my question to you will be like, how are you adapting? Because I know that Greece in general was one of the safest places when the summer started, but still a lot of changes in between. So how are you dealing with the customers and to ensure that they have a pleasant experience?
Okay, first of all, the good thing is that all our clients, all our guests wanted to come and they felt safe. The problem was that everyday things were changing, mostly with airline companies. So the problem that we had to deal with this year was that many people, even if they wanted to come, they couldn't reach Greece and enter to the European borders. So this was the major problem that we had to face this year.
We had one that we worked on it together.
Yeah,
What's the challenge?
you remember, you remember. But I think we did really, really good. The government took really good measurements and protocols, and everyone here in Greece in the hospitality sector followed all the protocols. So we didn't have, incidents or, we didn't have any clients that were had the virus or anything. So everything will go smooth.
Okay. And with everything being closed, because it's not just the difficulty with the flight in there, but also, having restaurants closed and the nightclubs, because some of the places in Greece, I will say Mykonos becoming one of the trendiest. It's, a place where people go to enjoy, they go out, and with most of the locations being closed up, how do you provide those services? Is it something that you bring into the villa, or in the concierge services you also provide yachts? Like, what will be the experience?
Okay, first of all, as I mentioned before, we have our concierge team, so we can provide to our guests anything they might need. Even if we didn't have the COVID issue, okay, if they want a chef, if they want a specific dinner, they want a massage, yoga classes in the villa, personal trainers, they want to go with a yacht, we can arrange everything for them. This is, common practice for us. But as you mentioned before about the COVID, actually, the only incident we had in Mykonos was that last week they just closed the clubs and the restaurants at 12 o'clock at night until 7 o'clock in the morning. So in daytime, everything was operating as usual. And you know that the fun part in Mykonos is the beach bars, all day beach bars. So
exactly. So with that being said, it seems like the trend has become to bring the experience also to the villa, right? Because people feel more secure, and therefore the term dream home experience, right? So I guess this is what we're seeing more often, and therefore the shift of people from staying in hotels to move more towards the villas and bringing the experience to the villa.
Exactly, because as we said before, privacy, especially for celebrities, for athletes, is very, very important. I mean, we have some clients coming for a month or more, and no one knows that they are in Greece.
Therefore, absolutely. A lot of people, they seem a little bit concerned about whether they should be going to Greece or not. But when you have the security and the privacy of being at one of the villas that is well, disinfected and well managed by someone like you, that has a perfect procedure, so there should be no reason to be afraid of. Now, Achilles, a lot of people these days, they have a different concept of what's luxury. So my question to you, and I always like to, to ask this question, is what's luxury to you?
Luxury, Alvaro, is quality. It's comfort. It's to offer to people what they are paying for, and even more. But for me, luxury is quality.
Quality. That defines it very well, and that's exactly what you're offering, quality services. And I believe that everybody that is tuning in and watching today and listening, they were curious about how it's becoming that trend of having the villa concept applied farther and farther, not just to a place to stay, but also a place to have your entire experience by bringing all the services. So I like that you mentioned some of the things that you've done in the past. I mean, us in Miami, we kind of provide the same services, and working together, we maintain that kind of quality services, right? Which one of the reasons that we're doing these SLG meetups is to connect with the different individuals, the big players in the luxury sector, that will connect all the services to ensure that the quality services are from the beginning to the end. So it's like a life cycle. And I love that you are being part of these SLG meetups. And therefore, you know, I hope that we can continue this relationship, and also those that are tuning in that could also reach out to you.
Of course, we are honored from our cooperation, and thank you so much for having us today here.
No, and this is great, because what you were mentioning, when you provide not just the villa, but also the services to make sure that the experience is of quality standard, you need to work with different individuals. And therefore, it's very important to have procedures in place that everybody's on the same page, so that there is no disproportion when dealing with certain clients. Since you are here already, do you have any takeaways or anything that you've experienced throughout all your years in this industry that you would like to share?
We love what we do. If you don't love this job, you can't do it right. From the moment of the booking, because the villa concept is totally different from a hotel, okay? Because people will select a specific villa for really specific reasons. And this is why we go back and forth even for a week or 2 weeks until they understand it, and we know that they got the villa that is exactly for the specific guest. You know, the most important thing for us is to see a guest when, you know, they check out, to say that thank you so much, we had an unbelievable time, we had an amazing experience. You know, this is the most important thing for us, honestly, and this is what actually counts.
You're building also trust and relationships that last for many years, which is the most beautiful thing about this business.
Imagine that last year, for example, we had 35% repeated guests.
That shows right there the type of quality services that is provided, and that level of intimacy that you build with everybody. You know, I believe that this is one of the best thing about this industry, is that you get to work really closely with the clients to the point that they're becoming your friends. So those are great takeaways.
Exactly, because you need to understand what exactly the client wants, or what the client would like in order to propose. So as soon as they arrive, we have a meeting. We explain everything about the property, about the island that they are, what things they can do, and we try to find, you know, even tiny small things that will create the experience, as we said before.
Perfect, Achilles. No, definitely. Thank you so much for all these, you know, points that definitely are important for quality standards when dealing with customers and collaborators in general. So I do appreciate your time. Now, since you're here, why don't you share with us where can they reach out if they have any questions, or, you know, if they want to work with you, where can they find you?
First of all, they can go through you. You are our partners there. And what I wanted to mention is that because the villa, and each villa is unique, it's not a hotel that there are hundreds of rooms. I would suggest, especially this year, that the guests should book early enough, because of the COVID issue, and because many bookings were transferred for 2021. We might have problems of availability. So it's better to make their booking early. There are really flexible cancellation policies. We can, you know, make the cancellation policy based on the needs of each guest most of the times. So this is what I would like to suggest mostly.
That's great, and good point that you're mentioning, because a lot of people, you know, they usually leave things for last minute, and then the good stuff are no longer available. So
Exactly.
definitely for everybody tuning in, to reach out to Achilles with VILLABEAT. He's definitely one of the best in the market, and will take good care of you. And yeah, so we can definitely put you in touch with anybody that is interested. And I appreciate again your time of being here with us today.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you, Achilles. We'll talk soon.